Absolutely crazy.
Thank you,
We're
Mace.
going to Randy in Florida. Randy, you're up.
Very quickly, how concerned should we be flying commercially? Like when you get on an airline, do you feel trusting, or are you like, these people, for the most part, really aren't at the same level that you are? So are you trusting of the system? Thank you.
Yeah, I don't worry about it at all, honestly, especially the major airlines. The people that are flying for American, for Delta, they are pretty experienced and they've gone through a lot of wickets. A lot of them are former fighter pilots. The only time that I have been concerned about it is in some foreign countries on like the little puddle hoppers. I was in Nepal and I flew into Lukla, which is where you fly into like trek to Everest Base Camp. If you ever see any of the documentaries or the shows about like most dangerous airports in the world, it's always on there. So it's at like 10,000 feet of elevation. And it's short and it's sloped and there's a cliff on one end and a mountain on the other. And one of those exact airplanes, same airline, same airplane, actually crashed earlier this year. And I was like, yep, that checks. So foreign countries, the pilots sometimes aren't, and not foreign countries in general, but like more the third world approaching countries, the pilots aren't necessarily held to the same standards and the maintenance isn't the same as it is here. So that's when I'm always like, but I still go do it because I love to travel and it's worth it. But you don't need to worry about it I know there's a lot of weird stuff has happened lately in major airlines here, but there's not really a trend. It's all been different things. You're fine. You should worry more about driving a car, honestly.
When you're in a foreign country, you should just say, like, can you scooch over a little bit and just let me kind of take this one and trust me?
I was in the front row on that flight in Nepal, like looking essentially over the pilot's shoulders because it was small.
Right.
And we normally have, mission planning materials, a lineup card that has like all the waypoints, the weather, all this stuff. He had a cocktail napkin that said Yeti Airlines on it with like 4 little waypoints jotted on it. And it was even upside down. So the Yeti Airlines logo was upside down and that was just on the yoke of the airplane. I was like, all right.
A little sketchy.